Welcome back to the Total Cooper VGC channel. We're back with week 3 of BBL. I don't want to spoil the other two, but, you know, I would appreciate to win this game regardless. We're going up against Connor and his team just ASAP. He recently made some changes to his team, and his team is a lot more scary. He used to have, like, Mega Medicham as his fastest mon with base 100. Now he's got MLOP. He's got big upgrades. So I'm going to walk you through the team, show you exactly how I plan to beat all these mons that he might bring. The main thing I have is Choice Scarf Greninja. I think it's just the main thing that I could use to beat MLOP, and also just the dual stab is very, very nice on this team. The only thing it loses to is Azu. Sludge Wave is just naturally really good, especially if he decides to Terra Fairy Bisharp. It's a general good combo of moves. I didn't really need a fourth move. I thought about Water Shuriken, but it was just alright. I think I like Toxic Spikes because he doesn't have a grounded poison. He doesn't have the best defoggers. He only has Scizor and Masquerain. He used to not have Scizor as well. Masquerain used to be his only defogger. And I don't think that many of his mons are running boots, except for Masquerain, who's immune to the Toxic Spikes anyway. So they are very valuable, and I would hope to get them up, but I wouldn't be surprised if I can't. Next, we've got Gliscor. I didn't bring Mega Mawile this time. I just really couldn't find all that much use for it, especially if he's running a max speed Ursaluna. So I brought the Gliscor with spikes. I just think it provides more value than Stealth Rocks on this team because he's got a couple of rock resists at the beginning of his team, and again, Masquerain is the only thing that's immune to spikes. So I'm gonna hope not to get it one shot this time. A little bit of spoilers for the first 2 weeks. This thing has almost never taken damage. I think it's taken one hit that hasn't killed it. I think I got Protect and Roost because Earthquake really hits everything. Like, I can't hit Masquerain, but I'm not really worried about Masquerain anyway, so I can just swap out on that. And then, of course, Tangrowth, but, like, I have answers to Tangrowth. Speaking of answers to Tangrowth, we've got my first set that might actually be considered a little bit of heat. A Cheelenberry Okidogi. I don't think I've ever ran Cheelenberry in draft. This is going to be the first time. It's mainly my answer to MLOP, because I resist the fighting, and then the Cheelenberry is going to help me resist normal. For people who don't know what Cheelenberry does, it halves the damage of a normal attack. It also can help me tank an Ursaluna move if he decides to use that instead of Earth Power for some reason, but, you know, maybe it'll make it a switch-in at the very least. And then hopefully I can Drain Punch it. I think Drain Punch kills after a spike, or I might need to bulk up. I think I need to bulk up. But generally, I'm just Spadef to kind of beat Ursaluna and Drain Punch a lot of that health back, and then the dual stab resist because of the Cheelenberry of MLOP should help me beat that one as well. I can hit just about everything with this combo. Obviously, fighting hits just about everything on his team, but the main two resists are Azu, which is weak to Gunk Shot, but then Dusknoir, who resists both. So I just have Knockoff for that. I mean, you know, it's probably not going to kill from full, and he could Terra out, but I think Knockoff's just a generally nice move to have on the last slot, so bringing that as well with Guard Dog so that Masquerain can't intimidate me. It's probably not as good as Toxic Chain because if he doesn't bring Masquerain, which he probably won't because it's only 3 points, then Toxic Chain is just better in every way, but, you know, whatever. Next, we've just got a Fizdef Sinistra. This should be a good answer to MLOP and Ursaluna. I know they can both hit Ghost with their stabs, but I should still be bulky enough to kill through MLOP. Like, I can Strength Sap on MLOP. Machigacha Burn risks it. Ursaluna, like, I'll probably be taking a little bit of damage, but I should be faster. I think that's what I speed creeped to be faster than, yeah, I'm pretty sure 204 is faster than max speed Ursaluna. So that should help, and then I should be able to Machigacha it for some HP, you know, especially after a Calm Mind. Then we move on to the next quote-unquote heat. The Terra Steel Flygon is very nice, is actually being an answer to Ursaluna, which a lot of mons can't do. That normal ground combo is hard to dual resist, but thank God I have this Terra Steel Flygon, so that should help me. Earthquake and Fire Punch hits just about everything on his team. It shouldn't really touch Tangrowth all that much, but what I'm hoping is that Tangrowth also can't really touch me, so hopefully I can just Dragon Dance up on it. I don't really need a Dragon move. It helps against Walking Wake, but I tank a Flamethrower from full anyway, and it dies after like 2 Dragon Dances to an Earthquake. So I would rather have Roost. It helps me kind of Dragon Dance spam on a lot of mons that otherwise I wouldn't be able to do. And then we've got an offensive Cryogonal. I mean, it's defensive as well, you know, it's got the Rapid Stint support because I have no other hazard removal, but mainly it's the Freeze Dry is just so good against his team. It's only really resisted by Scizor. The Bisharp too, but it can Terra. And so I just have a Hidden Power Fire for that. Hopefully this is a good combo. I am going to have to take a tough Bullet Punch from Scizor if I want to get this Hidden Power Fire off, but I mean, maybe he just tries to U-turn. Maybe he thinks I won't be able to do anything about it. We'll see if it cooks. I promise Espeon is coming eventually. I know I said that week 1, I said I wanted to bring it, and then week 2 I brought Flygon again, and I said it's going to come soon, and then week 3 I'm bringing Flygon again, but soon. I don't want to guarantee it because I don't even know my week 4 matchup. And I also don't want my opponent to know that I'm more likely to bring Espeon. But when the time comes, I will cook with Espeon. And maybe Munchlax too. But yeah, that's my team. Honestly, if I was him, I'm not sure if I would bring the Ursaluna. I kind of get where it is coming from. And then you could also bring Focus Blast, which is going to do good damage to Flygon. I probably would just end up bringing it. I think if I was him, I'd bring top 3, Mlop, Ursaluna, Scizor, and then I'd probably bring a Terra Bisharp with Azu and Tangrowth. Although I don't know what I would Terra as, to be honest. I kind of like flying with Terra Blast to kind of beat my Okidogi. I don't know. I gotta be aware of anything, but that's about all I have to say for the pregame. So I'll see you guys in the match. Ooh, the Pikachu. The Pikachu! I was right that there's no walking wake. That's interesting. The Pikachu is scary, though. Let me tell you what. I don't want to leave Okidogi because I don't want the Chillinberry to be popped by a fake out. So I actually do like the Sinistcha here. Or I could lead Flygon and try to Terra this turn 1. I just also don't want to get read by the Lop. I think Sinistcha is the safest play. I know that the Scizor lead is possible, and I know that I'm historically horrible at picking the right lead, but it makes the most sense to me. So we're gonna lead Sinistcha. Oh my god, yeah. See, I just cannot beat that lead. It's okay, I can go Gliscor here. I'm gonna get the Gliscor. Hopefully this will give me an opportunity to get something up. Oh, actually, no, he could knock off here. Knockoff is way too likely for me to risk that. I don't need leftovers here. I'm just gonna Strength Sap, because if he hits me with a knockoff, I think I'm in a very good position to go for a Calm Mind after this. But thank God I did not choke my Gliscor. I mean, we'll see. Maybe it was just the right play. Okay, yeah, so he's just gonna dual wing beat me. Let's go for another one. Okay, so we are back up to full. But obviously I can't do this forever. So I am gonna go Gliscor now. I think if he had knockoff, he would have clicked it by now. Well, what's his attack at now? I'll heal 295. I'm still gonna heal up to full. I'm gonna go for another Strength Sap. You know, what are you gonna do? Okay. So he probably brought this thing in because he has something super effective. I'm just not sure what it is. I mean, it's probably just knockoff. I'm just not sure I want any of my other mons to have their items lost. I'm gonna go for a Calm Mind here. We'll see what the damage is. It's just Sludge Bomb, yeah. I mean, the poison's really unfortunate. You definitely don't want to see that. Like, I can handle it. I'll go for a Shadow Ball here. I just want to test the damage out. I want to see if we're going up against an AV set, and I think that's an important thing to be able to figure out. He's gonna go Scizor here, so at least we're gonna get big damage off on this thing. Yep, perfect. So now I can go for another one. So he's gonna go right back in. Let's see the damage here. We're looking at 29. That doesn't look like normal Shadow Ball damage. It is 100% not normal Shadow Ball damage. So we are going up against an AV set here. I'm gonna go for a Strength Sap here. Heal back up to full. Let's see. I'm just really afraid of a knockoff, but it doesn't look like he has it. So it looks like I can keep Calm Minding up. And now I have to go for another Strength Sap here. So I'm pretty sure this is HP Ice. I have to imagine it is, just because he's going for it over Sludge Bomb. It's not HP Fire because it's doing more than Sludge Bomb is. And Heat Proof would make it so that it's not. And I don't think he has any other reason to go for anything else. I'm gonna go for a Strength Sap here because I'm projecting a switch. I think when you have regen, there's no way you sack this thing straight up. I think you see this as your perfect opportunity to go Ursaluna or Mlop. And I think that gives me the perfect opportunity to heal up. And even if it's like worst case scenario, I'm still healing a decent amount. Enough to where it's worth it. I'll have more than 50% here by the end of this turn. Stays in. Interesting. Okay. So he was just going to sack this thing straight up. I guess I'll go for the Shadow Ball now. I should be able to tank a close combat from Mlop. I just can't tank a fake out into a close combat, especially after that chip. Okay. So we at least get the kill here. Connor is not happy with this mon. I mean, he should be fine. He has Mlop. Yeah, so this is the thing I'm wondering about. I'm gonna have to pull up the calc here. Yeah, I'm looking at Fake Out in combination, getting a kill, but like, I'm gonna hope he doesn't have it and go for a Strength Sap. Okay, so the Fake Out does come out, meaning I do die to a close combat here, so I have to go Gliscor now. Okay. I did think there was potential for a triple axle, but I just wasn't gonna try it. I'm gonna protect now. Let's see what we're looking like. We got a triple axle coming in. No, we got a U-turn coming out. So I'm gonna try to get a spike up here. This is good, actually. So now Mlop is like, he has no chance of beating my Gliscor with Mlop because he didn't bring an ice move. I mean, he could have an ice move last with no normal stab aside from fake out, but like, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. He's gonna get the U-turn off and he's gonna go into the Ursaluna. This mon is kind of scary. I'm gonna go Cryogonal. I think the AV in combination is actually going to be a really good eat into this mon. I mean, really good. I am AV, so I have no recovery. And this Blood Moon is still gonna hurt, but... Oh, it's Moonblast. Oh, well, he gets the -1. I guess when you get the -1, you have every right to go for that. I'm just gonna go for a normal Ice Beam here. I think he's projecting a Freeze Dry, and so he's gonna go into Scizor, if anything, if he doesn't just stay in. I just don't believe that Azu is a swap in here, if I'm being honest. I think he knows Freeze Dry is a real move, and I think he knows that that's a stupid mon to go into if he wants to try it, so... Just gonna stay in, get my Ice Beam damage. Yeah, again, really unfortunate because I know that this Bullet Punch is gonna hurt. In fact, it's not only hurting, it's killing. So I have to go Gliscor here on the Bullet Punch. And I'm gonna go for a Spike. Yeah. He's saying GG. I'll go Cryogonal again. Yeah, this Blood Moon, like I said, it's gonna hurt. But I'm gonna go for an Ice Beam now. Okay, so then this thing does come in. If I Freeze Dried, I won there. I don't really need this thing anymore, to be honest. Especially since I know he doesn't really have hazards. Actually, doesn't really. He absolutely doesn't have hazards. So I'm just gonna try to Freeze Dry here and get my damage here. I want to prevent him from being able to Belly Drum if possible, and it does get the kill there, yeah. I think he was going for something kind of crazy, and I don't blame him. I mean, he's not in the best of situations right now, so, you know. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go to Gliscor. He's probably gonna U-turn and go right back into Ursaluna. Okay, he's gonna Frustrate. That's fine. So I'm just gonna Earthquake here. Surprised no U-turn there. That's free damage, but okay. And also stops the double. So now I'm gonna go Cryogonal. It's fine. He can get the kill here. No 6-0, but that's fine. What can you do? And now I'm gonna go into Gliscor or Flygon. I don't think he brings both Moonblast and Focus Blast. I could be wrong, but like, that doesn't really feel very likely, you know? Oh, but I also could just go Greninja and just Surf Sweep here. Oh, I don't have Surf. That's right. Well, Surf would have been better here. Whatever. I'm gonna go Flygon and Terra Steel and get the D-Dance up and sweep with Flygon, I guess. Boring. I wanted Greninja, my #1 pick, to get it, but whatever. Here we are, I guess. Yeah, he did bring Vacuum Wave. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, and then he went Scizor. I didn't even see that. I skipped through the turns. He went Scizor and just got the straight up died. Yep, and that's gonna be the victory off the Earthquake here. Unless he's Scarfed. Oh! Okay, let's go Gliscor here. Let's try and preserve. Yes, okay, so we did end up preserving the diff. So we got a nice 5-0 here, a strong game there. That was nice. Dude, I'm telling you, man, that Terra Normal Pikachu, I'm underestimating that. We might have to move that up to 2 points. That thing costing 1 point, kind of a steal, honestly. Kind of a 6th round steal for him. I dogged on him before, but it is a good mon. But GG's. I'm gonna spoil my record now. So if you don't know my record and you want to go watch the previous games, then go do that now. But we are 2-1 now, so that's very nice. With a nice diff. I think we have a +6 diff of 2-1, so it's very nice. Not gonna be first place in the league by any means, but if I keep this pace up, I should be able to make playoffs, hopefully make a deep playoff run. So stay tuned if you want to see that. It's gonna happen. Don't mind me just trying to manifest it, but that's about all I have to say. See you guys in week 4. Thanks for watching. Peace out.